Hello students, now in this session I will explain sum number 1 of question number 10 of exercise 13.2. Now what is there in question number 10? Two-person could fit new windows in a house in 3 days. So what are the two topics that they have discussed? That is number of person and number of days. So we'll write it here. So number of person and another topic is number of days. Okay, so these are the two topics being discussed. Now according to the first sentence, there are how many persons are there? There are two persons. So two person can fit the windows in how many days? In 3 days. Fine. Now what is the first question? What is the first part of question number 10? One of the person fell ill. Now one of the person fell ill. What is the total number of person? 2, and if one person fell ill, then we have to minus 1. So how many person will left over? Only one person is there. So if one person is there and if he has to do the entire work, how many days he will need? So this is the first part of question number 10. Okay, so obviously when the number of person has come down from 2 to 1, obviously the number of days will be more, because one person will need more time to do the same work. Fine. So this is decreasing and this will increase. So it is inverse proportion. So we will write inverse proportion. Okay. Now when it is inverse proportion, how to arrange the numbers? That is 2 into 3, and that would be x into 1, not 2, x into 1, x into 1. Now the solution, 2 into 3 is what? 6. And what is the solution of x into 1? It is x. So value of x is 6. So how to conclude the sum? Hence number of days will be required is 6 days. That is that. This is how we'll conclude sum number 1 of question number 10. Now let's move on to sum number 2 of question number 10. As it is of the same sum, so we'll make a box like this, and we'll keep the topic also very similar, that is number of person and number of days, and we'll also keep the intact of the first column, that is 2 and 3 also. Now what is there box? See, now how many person would be needed to fit the window in 1 day? Now in this case, in part 2 case, they have asked how many person is required. So number of person we have to find it out if the number of days has been deducted from 3 to 1 days. Now the entire work has to be done within the span of 1 day. So obviously we have to increase the number of person. So when we are decreasing the number of days, obviously we will require more number of men. So this will increase and this is decreasing, isn't it? So it is again an inverse proportion. So you have to really understand why it is inverse proportion. I'm repeatedly saying that after making a box, you have to write this point. This point is very, very important, because this will really decide how to solve this. Okay, remember in direct proportion, how to write the numbers? 2 by 3 equals to x by 1. So if you are writing direct proportion, the solution, the solving approach will also change. Okay, and if you are writing inverse proportion, then the approach will be different. So inverse proportion is what? 2 into 3, and that would be equals to x into 1. So that would be equals to x into 1. So now we'll go with the solution. So 2 into 3 is what? 6. And what is the value of x into 1? X. So it is again coming x. That is x is 6. So how many person is required? You will write hence number of person will be required. That is 6. So number of person will be required is 6. So this is the solution of sum number 2 of question number 10, students. Okay. Now let's move on to sum number 11. Now what is sum number 11? Now let me read out for you. Now sum number 11 is, say I've already made a box. So now the first thing is we have to write the topic. Now what is there in the first sentence? A school has 8 periods a day, each of 45 minutes duration. So you see the topics that been discussed is duration of periods, Now duration of periods, what is the unit they have taken? That is minutes. Okay, so duration of periods they have taken as minutes, and there's another topic they are discussing is that is number of periods. That is number of periods. Now, according to the first sentence, how many periods are there? 8 periods are there. And what is the duration of each period? It is 45 minutes they have given. Now, how long would each period be if the school has 9 periods? Suppose now the number of periods has been increased from 8 to 9. Fine. So they are asking, assuming the number of school hours to be the same. That means that duration of total school hours would be the same. So in that case, if the number of period has been increased from 8 to 9, so what would be the duration of each period now? So this is, you have to analyze it. So you see, suppose the whole school hours runs for suppose for 7 hours or for 6 hours. Fine. So earlier this 6 hours was managed in 8 periods where each period duration was 45 minutes. Now you are again managing this 6 hours only, but here now the number of periods is 9. So do you think that the duration of each period will now increase or decrease? Definitely it will decrease. Why? Because the same time duration now you're dividing with 9. So when you're dividing that same value with 9, so obviously the value will come less, isn't it? Now suppose earlier it was 6 hours. So when you're dividing the 6 hours by 8, you were getting 45 minutes. Now when you're again dividing this 6 with 9, obviously the answer will come less now. Okay. So this we are expecting that the value of x would be less than 45 minutes, and as because the number of periods has been increased from 8 to 9. So it is again an inverse proportion. Okay, so when it is an inverse proportion, how to write? 45 into 9, and this would be equals to x into 9. So we have to transpose this 9 towards left hand side. So it will look like 45 into 8 upon 9. This would be equals to x. Now reduce it. 9 ones are 9, 9 fives are 45. So value of x is what? 40. So you will write, hence the duration of each period would be 40 minutes. This is how we'll conclude the answer. Okay, so these are the solution of question number 10, 1 and 2 and 11. Okay, thank you and stay well all of you.